Welcome to the MENA region. The MENA region has standardized definition defined as an organization, as a region of consisting of different territories. The following is a list of commonly included countries and territories: Algeria, Bahrain, Egypt, Iran, Iraq, Israel, Jordan, Kuwait, Lebanon, Libya, Morocco, Oman, Palestine, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Syria, Tunisia, United Arab Emirates, and Yemen. Other countries sometimes counted as part of MENA: Afghanistan, Armenia, Azerbaijan, Chad, Comoros, Cyprus, Djibouti, Eritrea, Ethiopia, Georgia, Mali, Mauritania, Niger, Northern Serbia, Arab Democratic Republic, Somalia, Sudan, and Turkey. The economy of the MENA region has vast reserves of petroleum and natural gas that make it a vital source of global economic stability, according to the Oil and Gas Journal. The MENA region has 60% of the world's oil reserve, which is 810.98 billion barrels, and 40% of the world's natural gas reserves. According to the Pew Researcher, 40% of the adult population in MENA has completed less than a year of primary school. The fraction is higher for women and whom have been to school for less than a year. It's important to this topic to take into consideration health statistics. Only 2% of the total estimated number of people living with HIV reside in the Middle East or North Africa region. This can be a relief for us, yet recent estimate shows that it's one of the two regions with the fastest growing epidemics. Insufficient commitment, segment, discrimination, and improvised laws continue to obstruct work with people living with HIV and people on the margins. The relative small number is our window to opportunity. We need to act quickly before demand exceeds supply. We must double our efforts to ensure countries meet their goals towards universal access to HIV prevention, treatment, care, and support. Stronger political and social determination will bring the change needed in the Middle East and North Africa region. By adopting the new political declaration at the 2011 United Nations General Assembly high-level meeting, leaders from the regions committed to reach bold targets by 2015. With our efforts, we will be moved for decades of the epidemic towards focus on scales up and effective programs to research for shared vision. In the 2001 United Nations General Assembly special session on HIV/AIDS Declaration of Commitment, member states commitment to achieving a 25% decline in HIV prevalence among young people by 2010. Since then, many countries, specifically in Sub-Saharan Africa, have been able to slow down the HIV epidemic. Globally, the rate of new infection is declining. In 2010, an estimate of 20.7 million people were newly infected with HIV, 13% fewer than the 3.1 million people newly affected in 2001. HIV incidence has fallen in more than 30 countries since 2001. In the Middle East or North Africa region, MENA region, the HIV epidemic has been on the rise since 2001. Although the overall HIV prevalence in the region is still low, the rise in new infections has put MENA among the top 2 regions in the world with the fastest growing HIV epidemic. The rise is estimated number of people living with HIV in higher risk of watching mission for the virus to a longer number of individuals who are generally a lower risk of infection. Recent most of transmission studies in Iran and Morocco, repeated rounds of behavioral surveys in countries such as Egypt and Tunisia have supported this assumption. Annual estimated new infections among adults and children have substantially increased in the last decade. Approximately 100,000 people are living with HIV in the MENA region. This number is estimated of 470,000 without Afghanistan and Pakistan, which are not considered by the United States geographic definition as part of MENA region, and reaches 580,000 of Pakistan and Afghanistan are included. Again, the trend is not observed globally, where the number of AIDS-related deaths has increased due to increased availability of antiretroviral therapy that encourages support to people living with HIV, especially in sub-Saharan Africa. Decreasing HIV incidence since the late 90s has also contributed to decrease of deaths worldwide. The HIV epidemic in MENA reflects the diversity of the regions, with the different populations more heavily affected in different places. The diversity of the epidemic is further amplified by the varying attitudes, policies, political commitments, and availability of access to HIV services. In some countries, the epidemic is primarily concentrated among people who inject drugs. In other countries, it's affected by men who have sex with men or sex workers. Male migrant workers are also among the vulnerable population in the MENA regions, and evidence of one transmission of HIV. Today, supposed exist in several countries. A large proportion of women living with HIV in the MENA regions are believed to have acquired the infection from their spouses who practices high-risk behaviors. This risk of women is a phenomenon required further research and understanding in the region. In the 2001 United Nations General Assembly special session on HIV/AIDS Declaration of Commitment, member states commitment to achieving a 25% decline in HIV prevalence among young people by 2010. Since then, many countries, specifically in sub-Saharan Africa, have been able to slow down the HIV epidemic. Globally, the rate of new infection is declining. In 2010, an estimate of 20.7 million people were newly infected with HIV, 13% fewer than the 3.1 million people newly affected in 2001. HIV incidence has fallen in more than 30 countries since 2001. In the Middle East or North African region, MENA region, the HIV epidemic has been on the rise